Hello guys, welcome back again to another tutorial. My name is Dorothy. In today's video I'll be sharing with you how I made this beautiful reversible hair bonnet for my niece. It's quite small though, but you can follow the same step to make yours. So if you're interested in this video, please watch this video to the end so you don't miss out on any detail or explanation. Without saying too much, let's get started with the video. I will be using these two different color of satin fabric, and you can use any fabric of your choice, and 1 yardage of each of this fabric will do, even if you are making it for an adult. So I'm going to take this peach color satin out while we work with the blue one. So I'm going to open up this fabric and measure the width and the length, and the width that I'm working with is 22.5 while the length is 30 inches. I'm going to fold this fabric into 4. I will first of all fold it into 2, just as you can see, then I'll fold it again into another 2, making it 4 folds. You see the center front where there is no opening, that's where we'll be taking our measurement from, and you can see that we have 4 layers on this side here. On this folded edge here, I'll place my tape pro and I'll mark the length of the bonnet. The length that I'm working with is 10 inches, so I'll just place my tape pro at that point, and I'll be moving the other side of the tape pro like this to mark the 10 inches. So I did it all the way around to create this circle. So you can go ahead and do the same thing. Just place your tape pro at the tip where there is no opening, just as you can see me doing, and measure your desired length. So after marking all my points, I'm going to use my chalk and connect this point together to create a circle. Then I went ahead to use my scissors to cut this out. So guys, this is what we have. You can see that we have a full circle. So I'm going to place this piece on the peach color satin fabric, and I'll trace the same shape out. When I placed this blue satin fabric on this peach color satin fabric, I discovered that the blue is wider, so I had to fold the blue back, and I went ahead to reduce the length of the blue by 1 inch. After removing 1 inch from this blue satin fabric, I placed it on the peach color satin fabric, and I went ahead to trace out the exact shape out. So you can see that we now have 2 full circles cut out. On this side here, I measured 3 inches for opening because I'm going to be sewing around this circle by ½ an inch. So these 3 inches that I mark will be for opening that will turn the bonnet to the right face. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing around the circle by ½ an inch. So I'm just going to notch all the way around the circles so that when I turn this out, it will relax properly. And here is a 3 inches opening that I left, so I'm just going to turn this out to the right face. After turning this to the right face, I'm just going to arrange the seam line properly, and then I'll take this to the ironing table and I will iron it flat. This is what I have after I was done ironing. To create the ruffles, I'm just going to mark 1.5 inch all around this bonnet. Okay, so go ahead and do the same. Mark 1.5 inch all around the bonnet, and when you're done marking 1.5 inch, you're just going to use your chalk to connect all those points that you mark. So now I'll be taking this to the sewing machine, and I'll sew around the circle that I created. To create a channel for where I'll be passing my elastic casing, I came out by ½ an inch, and I mark ½ an inch all around, just as you can see me doing. Then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I will sew this ½ an inch from this point where there is an opening to the other end where there is an opening. So guys, this is what I have. The first stitch was a full circle stitch, while the second one is I left an opening where I'll be passing my elastic casing, as you can see. So I already cut out my elastic band that I'll be using to pass through the channel that I created. Then I have my safety pin, so I'm just going to use my safety pin to hook the elastic band like this. Then I'll pass this elastic through the channel that I created. Okay, so guys, just watch how I am passing this elastic casing on the bonnet. When I get to the end of this elastic casing in this first place, I'm just going to use my office pin to hold it so that it doesn't move inside. And after that, I'm going to continue passing the elastic casing until I reach the other end where there is an opening. And when I reach the other end, I'm going to pull out the safety pin just as you can see me doing, and I will arrange my ruffles properly. Then I'll remove my safety pin. On the elastic, you can just join the two ends together and go and top stitch on it, or you can just tie it together just as you can see me doing. This is what we have our bonnet looking like. On this open edge here where there's an opening, I'm just going to fold it in like this and I will top stitch on it. I'll take this to the sewing machine and I'll do it and I'll bring it so you see what we have done. There is another way you can use your needle and your thread to stitch this part so that you can have some kind of inseam finishing, but for me I'll be top stitching on it. So guys, this is what I have after I was done top stitching. You can see how our bonnet came out looking really beautiful. I hope this video was helpful, and if it does, give this video a thumb up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. See you in my next one.